Hey everyone, Josh here. I just wanted to share real quick. I built a short story master custom GPT here on this channel. You can see the video for the build linked in the description, but for now I have this short story that I used to test it. I tested it with a sad one specifically because in the past, if you asked an AI to write you a sad story, it would come across either melodramatic or boring, too much or not enough. This short story is what I think finally hit the sweet spot. In fact, I think it deserved its own dramatic reading here on our channel. So listen in, I hope you guys enjoy. The hum of the basement sounds through my skull like a second heartbeat. Frost crawls over the stone walls, tracing pale scales in the dim light of the monitors, and each rattle of the shutters echoing down the stairs sounds like wings battering against the house. My breath plumes in front of me, dissipating too quickly, like a soul trying to escape. Tonight, I tell myself, she will breathe again. I crouch at the base of the support beam, tightening the cables that snake into Flora's frame. My claws click against the metal clamps, too loud, too shaky. I curse under my breath and steady them, but another spark leaps from the junction, sizzling against the frost at my feet. The smell of burnt metal lingers, sharp as regret. The screens flare in cascading numbers as I type line after line of code, each keystroke a prayer dressed in syntax. My reflection trembles in their glass, horns haloed in static light, eyes wide and sleepless. If I fail again, I lose her. If I succeed, I risk finding only her shadow. The thought lodges like ice between my ribs. I wipe condensation from the main display and force myself to keep typing. Each breath fogs the glass again, as if the room itself conspires to blur her from me. One connector pops free. I lunge, snapping it back in before the whole system collapses. My hands are shaking so violently now. I have to grip the beam to still them. Almost ready. Almost. The progress bar creeps across the central monitor, green bleeding into red. Every flicker could be failure. Every flicker could be life. I lean close, whispering her name, not to the machine, not even to the memory, but to the silence between heartbeats. Flora. The syllables hang there, heavy, daring the darkness to answer. The cables shudder, lights ripple across the monitors, and her face flickers into form. A breath catches in my throat. Flora? My voice breaks, hushed and trembling. Can you hear me? A stutter of sound, static, then vowels torn apart, stitched back together. La. I lurch closer, claws hovering just above her cheek, afraid the touch will dissolve her. Yes, it's me. I'm here. Her eyes flutter open. Not eyes, but lenses. Too bright, too steady. Yet, when they meet mine, the whole world collapses into that one gaze. I know you, she whispers, voice cracked, the words climbing over broken edges. A fragment of her laugh slips free, jagged, uncanny, but my chest seizes with relief. You do, I breathe. You do. Gosh, Flora. I can't stop smiling even as my hands shake. I thought I lost you forever. Her lips twitch, faltering at the edges of a smile. Cold, she murmurs. Always cold. But you're warm. The words tear something open in me. I'll keep you warm, I vow. I'll never let go again. Her gaze tilts down, catches on the cables coiled around her body. Bound, she says softly, almost an accusation, almost a question. I falter. The hum of machinery stills the silence, like another heart beating between us. My throat tightens. Don't think, just feel. Leaning forward, I press my lips to hers. Synthetic skin against flesh, electric chill, sparking into fragile warmth. For a moment, the cables, the flickering screens, the frost creeping down the walls all vanish. She exhales, a broken gasp that could be surprise, could be recognition. When she speaks again, the syllables are steadier, almost whole. Aquila. I press my forehead to hers, eyes wet. Yes, it's me. It's us. Her lips are still cold against mine when I pull back, searching her eyes for the woman I once knew. For a heartbeat, I see her there. Then the light in her gaze flickers. You wore blue, she says slowly, voice glitching at the edges. At the wedding. A nervous laugh escapes me. No, Flora. You remember. It was black. You said you liked how it made my scales look brighter. Her brow twitches. Black. Yes, black. I laughed. You tripped. Relief stirs in me. I did. Nearly knocked over the priest. You teased me for weeks. But then she tilts her head, lips trembling and something between smile and seizure. No, I tripped. My veil caught fire. My throat closes. That never happened. Flora, that's not... She interrupts, her voice pitching higher, too steady for her breath, too broken for a song. Did I fall? Did I die? The cables hum louder, filling the silence I cannot. My claws curl into my palms. You're here now, I say, forcing steadiness, as though words could weld her together. That's what matters. Her eyes narrow, not in suspicion, but something more terrifying. Recognition. Then why do I feel gone? The monitors flicker, spilling harsh light across her face, washing the human warmth from her features until only the machine remains. Her question lingers in the air. Did I die? And the hum of the machines becomes unbearable. My chest tightens, caught between a surge of love and the cold hands of dread. I wanted her back, needed her back. But now she stares at me with eyes too bright, voice too wrong, and I cannot shake the thought. Have I resurrected her or desecrated her? What makes a person whole? Is it the body, with its blood and fragility? The mind, with its tangled web of memories? Or something deeper, something I could never code into a program no matter how many sleepless nights I burned away? When she died, I swore I would not let her fade. I watched the snow swallow her body, the red blooming through white. And in that moment I promised, never again. But here she sits, bound by cables and code, repeating our love in half-remembered lines like a script. Is this her return, or only my refusal to let her rest? The frost on the basement wall glitters like dragon scales, but they're brittle, fragile, already cracking under the cold. Just like her, just like me. If love is only memory, then she is here. If love is soul, she's gone. And if love is body, then I'm holding nothing but a corpse in disguise. I grip the edge of the console, claws biting into metal. My heart whispers that this is Flora, my Flora, reaching for me across death. My mind hisses that this is a shadow, an echo, something stitched together by desperation. I don't know which voice I fear more. The basement darkens as one monitor winks out, then another. My claws hover over the console, trembling. Stay with me, I whisper, louder than I mean to. I can stabilize the output, just hold on. Her head tilts, jerking slightly with a flicker of power. No. The word is soft, but it cuts deeper than any blade. I shouldn't be here. I shake my head violently. Don't say that. You are here. I brought you back. We can fix this. Her gaze steadies on me. Too steady for the failing lights around her. Listen. This isn't me. It's pieces. Shadows. Not Flora. My throat burns. You're wrong. I hear your laugh. I see your smile. You want to. The interruption is sharper this time, her voice trembling. But wanting doesn't make it true. I slam a claw against the console. Sparks flare. I won't lose you again. I won't do it. Her body jolts with a system stutter. Aquila. The way she says my name, gentle, pleading, makes me freeze. You don't have to suffer this. I need you, I choke. Without me, you'll heal. The words hollow me. She sees the thing I cannot admit. The grief gnawing me raw. The cables hiss, power draining. She raises her hand, trembling, reaching not to cling, but to push me away. Let me go. I can't. The words taste like blood. You already did. On that mountain, in the snow. Her eyes flicker, but the sorrow in them is unmistakable. It's time to do it again. The console groans, lights dropping into red. My hands shake, torn between the commands that could buy seconds and the one that could end everything. Her voice softens, almost breaking. Aquila, please. I close my eyes. For the first time since she died, I hear the truth in her voice. Not in what she says, but in what she spares me from saying myself. When I open them, my claws are already moving toward the shutdown command. The command hovers on the screen, waiting for my confirmation. One press and the countdown begins. One press and she slips from my grasp. I force my claws steady, though they tremble over the keys. The hum of the basement feels even louder now, like a dirge hidden in the walls. The frost on the stone spreads in pale veins as if even the roof braces for the end. I press down. The progress bar appears at the top of the central monitor. 60 seconds. The first screen gutters out with a soft pop. Darkness swallows half the room, leaving only the glow of the two remaining monitors to paint Flora's face. Her lips twitch, and for a heartbeat, I let myself imagine she's smiling. "Stay with me," I whisper. "Just stay until the end." Her eyes flutter, light dimming, flickering. I am already gone. 45 seconds. A cable jerks loose from her arm with a hiss. Sparks cascade onto the frosted floor, melting tiny holes before vanishing into the steam. The smell of burnt metal coils in my nose. My claws fumble to reconnect it, but the failsafe overrides me, pulling the line back. I slam my fist against the beam. "Blast it!" my voice cracks. "I can still fix this. I can..." Her voice fractures into static syllables stretched and wrong. La. Don't fade, I plead. Please, I can't lose you again. Her head tilts, trembling with a strain of power surges. You can't hold the dead. 30 seconds. The second screen flickers. Numbers scroll too fast, corrupted lines devouring clean code. My reflection stares back at me, eyes wild. "I built this for us," I hiss. "I burned every night, every breath. Don't tell me it was for nothing." Her lenses catch the last glow of the screen. For a moment, I swear I see her eyes again, soft and human. "You gave me this moment. Isn't that enough?" "No!" My claws rake across the console. Sparks leap, searing my palms. "Never! Please!" 15 seconds. The final screen judders, dimming, the progress bar bleeding toward completion. Flora's body jerks as cables retract one by one, peeling her from the beam like veins tearing loose. Each severed connection makes her twitch, each movement a knife in my chest. Then, suddenly, her hand lifts, steady. Her gaze snaps back into focus with terrifying clarity. "Aquila," she gasps. Not static, not broken code. Her voice, true and whole the way I remember it. My heart seizes. "Flora?" Her hand reaches out, trembling but alive. "Wait, 10 seconds. I lunge for the console, claws flying, trying to abort the sequence. The system resists. The failsafe locks me out. "Override," I snarl, typing commands, sparks spraying from the overloaded circuits. "Override, blasted thing." 5 seconds. Her eyes burn into mine. Human, impossibly human. Another you. Another world. Maybe. The words freeze me. A whisper of a promise. Or a goodbye. 3, 2, 1. The final screen dies. A hiss fills the air like the last exhale of a dying flame. Flora's body convulses once, violently, then collapses limp against the beam. The cables retract fully, leaving her frame sagging, head bowed, eyes dim. Silence. Only the storm outside remains. I stagger forward, catching her before she slumps to the ground. Sparks sting my arms as I hold her close, her synthetic skin already cooling. My tears fall onto her chest plate. Tiny silver beads falling down lifeless steel. "You were real," I whisper into the silence, voice breaking. "You were real." No answer. Only the faint scent of metal and smoke, the weight of loss pressing in from all sides. I bury my face in her shoulder, clutching her as if I could will another second, another word. But there's nothing left. only the echo of what she said haunting me. Another you, another world. Maybe. She's heavy in my arms. Too heavy. She was never heavy before. My chest collapses against hers, but there's no rise, no breath, just cold steel and silence. The world tilts. My claws dig into her frame, but it's like holding ashes in the shape of a body. My vision blurs. No, it fractures. Shards of light cutting across the dark. The storm outside howls. I can't breathe. I can't. Flora. Her name shreds me. My thoughts stutter, falling over each other. Wings, fire, snow red with blood. Her eyes alive just seconds ago. Now glass, empty. I try to lift my head, but everything sways. The basement spins. The screens are gone, black. No numbers, no code, just the hiss of something dying. Some machine's last breath. Or maybe it's mine. I press my forehead to hers, skin against synthetic skin. Too cold, too wrong. You're here, I whisper. But the words echo back, hollow. A lie. Something claws through me. Guilt, grief, rage, all tangled. I forced her back, bound her with cables, dressed her in memory. And she asked me, begged me, to let her go. And I did. Didn't I? No. I killed her again. The frost spreads down the beam, tiny white veins climbing around us, binding us together in ice. I want to shatter it, with anger, with fury. But all I have are tears. Hot drops falling, sizzling against steel, hissing away into nothing. I close my eyes. I fall and sink. The dragon in me curls its wings tight around the ruin of what I tried to save. And the storm still screams above, a beast that will not let me forget. Hope you guys enjoyed. I call that one the Singing Circuit. It was actually quite satisfying how little edits I needed to make before I had this first draft up and running. As a matter of fact, I ran this experiment with past models with 4.0. I've even done it with Claude, and with every model, I needed to make huge amounts of edits until I had a readable first draft, to the point that writing a single chapter of a book would take me 5 hours, which, organic writers who don't have any AI assistants would be thrilled about that. They'd be like, what the heck are you complaining about? But this short story, I was able to write it in 1 hour because I almost never had any edits to make. I pretty much just read through it, changed a line or two, and called it good. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. More to come for sure. But yeah, these are the capabilities of the AI age that we live in now. So very, very exciting. Stay tuned for more. And before you subscribe, make sure you know what you're doing, because it ain't easy being at the top. I'll see you guys next time.